welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I thought I would do kind of, I don't know if you would say fun video, but a cool video I guess. I'm gonna be talking about unpopular opinions. So I would talk about a couple of my favorite TV shows, but the unpopular opinions from those shows. Because I thought it would be really fun. If you want me to do real world unpopular opinions too, I can. But I just thought it would be fun to do Glee. I'm going to talk about some Glee ones, and so let's get started. So the first one I have is Quinn and Santana should have been nicer to Rachel. There was definitely times that Quinn and Santana were so nice to Rachel. In season 4, that naked episode where she had to get naked for a scene or something, and Santana and Quinn stopped her and they're like, no, because it's gonna be all over. When someone looks up your name, that's gonna be something that pops up. And yeah, and Quinn was like, yeah, don't do it and stuff. And they had a few trio moment songs together. I definitely think that they were nice to her in some aspects, even in season 2 and 3. But they definitely were so much meaner to her than they were nice to her. She told them off sometimes and stuff, but I don't really think she actually intentionally hurt them. They hurt her. So I don't know, that's, I said, this is just my opinion, and I think no one really talks about it. And I just think they were so mean, and they could have been nicer. Also, I would like to mention about Quinn and Santana is that they let Rachel win prom queen in season 3, and they thought they made this huge difference. And then they told her later, yeah, we did that. We did that to make you feel better. We wanted to see if we could make a change, but honestly, it just wasn't it for me. Because they acted all nice one minute and then the next minute, and they were like, no, we hate you, so yeah. And then Santana comes to New York to go live with Kurt and Rachel, and then still gives Rachel this crap. Yeah, she was a good friend because she warned her about Brody and stuff, but still, it just wasn't it for me. The next one I have is Finn never should have thought that him and Rachel were together in season 4. So if you remember, at the end of season 3, Rachel and Finn were set to wed, to get married, and it was after graduation. Well, he didn't get into college where he applied to in New York, and she did. And he took her to the train station and told her parents to meet her in New York, and he didn't tell her until he took her to the train station. And when he told her, she got really upset, and she goes, you're breaking up with me? And he pretty much said yes. I mean, he didn't actually say yes, but he said, I'm setting you free. So they didn't say we were on a break, Ross and Rachel, they didn't say we were on a break, or they didn't do anything like that, but he told her, I'm setting you free. So she took that as he was breaking up with her. Well, a couple episodes into season 4, called the breakup episode, Finn shows up to New York for Rachel just to see that she had been talking with some other guy, and he thought they were still together, and they actually kissed a couple times in the episode. But he never should have thought they were together. It pretty much was he set her free. They are my favorite couple in the show, but I definitely think that it was a big mistake on his half and stuff. The next one I have is Idina Menzel was literally by far the best guest star on the show. You can fight me on that, but she was literally the best. She literally, Rachel's mom and stuff, I really loved her. She took Puck and Quinn's daughter. I thought she was such a great guest star. I only wish that her and Rachel had more and more scenes together. They sang a couple duets or so. They didn't really hang out as much as I thought when as her being a part of the show. So I mean, but like I said, I really loved her as a guest star, and I wish she would have came back even more in the other seasons besides seasons 1 and 3 or whatnot. The next one I have is season 3 was by far the best season of Glee. Yes, it was. If you're at home like, no, it wasn't. Yes, it was. It was by far the best season of Glee. It had like the best songs. It had like just the best storylines of everybody. I have quite a few like favorite episodes from that season because it was by far the best. It was their senior year in high school. Finn and Rachel were together. There was a couple times that they were like, oh, we might like break up again, but they were together the whole entire season. Mr. Shu did this epic proposal to Miss Pillsbury. Idina Menzel is in that season, even though she had a rivaling team in Mercedes, and Brittany and Santana joined it and quit the New Directions. Still, like she brought in like some of that season, and then they went back, and it's such a good, like, the best season. It has the best songs. They have a Michael Jackson episode. They have a Whitney Houston episode. The prom episode's by far like one of my favorite episodes. Yeah, it's just such a great season. I love it. Next one is Don't Stop Believin' and Don't Rain on My Parade were not necessarily the worst songs in Glee. If you don't know, Don't Stop Believin' was pretty much like the theme of the show. That was the song of the show. It shaped the show in a way. They sang that song almost like every season, and Don't Rain on My Parade was Rachel Berry's theme. These two songs are the most sang whatever in the show. Rachel sings it quite a few times. I'm sure she sings that song almost every season too. So yeah, those two songs are the most that has been played. They have worse songs than those. So I do know people that don't like Don't Stop Believin', like their version of singing it over and over and over again. And I understand that, but like it was not the worst song of the show. My last and final one is Kurt, Mercedes, and Rachel, their trio. So they are like all friends in certain parts of the show. Kurt would ask advice from them, and then they would all get advice from each other. Like Rachel and Mercedes, Kurt, they like hung out in the earlier like seasons. They were like a trio, like they all got each other. They all had their idols, they all had like whatnot. They all got each other. And since those three are part of the main people that started Glee, they just like, they really gave good advice to each other. They were all three together when Rachel told them that Finn proposed to her. They all like were like, are you insane? Like, what are you doing? You need to go to college. Like, don't worry about getting married. And then they were all there when Kurt was having his problems, and so they just were like iconic in a way. But the thing was, Kurt got Rachel more than anybody, and my unpopular opinion is that I think the writers of the show never should have made like Mercedes like and Rachel like against each other. There's a couple times that Rachel and Kurt were like, but most of the time it was Mercedes and Rachel, and they like got each other. They both wanted to be like their idols, but then they both were like always up against each other. And like I said, they were always nice to each other like once in a while. Their drama was so unnecessary. The writers should have made them more like friends, because they were friends like in certain parts of like the show, and then the next moment you see them like fighting because one's better than the other, and I just didn't like that. So yeah, that's it for this video this week. I hope you liked my opinions on what I thought. Like, these are unpopular. Like, I've never even heard anyone talk about like these in the show, so I'm hoping to make like different additions to this. Like, I've watched Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, I've watched like One Tree Hill. I can do unpopular opinions about those and real real world problems I can too. So I think these are actually fun to like express about TV shows especially. Bye guys, see ya.
Oh grace, oh grace, every time you come around I feel okay. You help me see God.